be a fundraising fellow because I've worked in fundraising before and I've seen the impact that it can have on arts organisations, and this seemed like a real good stepping stone for me to be able to develop my skills and broaden my knowledge in the area.
I applied to be a fellow because I'd worked in the arts for a number of years in sort of box office and front of house roles, and I could see the impact that cuts were having and more expensive ticket prices, and I wanted to make a difference really. I wanted to help these big organisations and the smaller ones as well to keep delivering on their impact.
One thing I found most valuable and attractive about the fellowship is the professional development. It's been absolutely exceptional. We've had some really high-level trainers from across the voluntary sector and the arts sector come to train us, and they've kind of talked about different areas of fundraising, so it's really given us a whole 360-degree insight into what it takes to fundraise and what kinds of personal skills are needed.
One of my proudest achievements on the fellowship, my very first week at Sage Gateshead, helped write a Trust and Foundation report for a community music project that's run there, and it unlocked another £5,000 funding for the project. And just the feeling of contributing to something like that was amazing. It went well.
The fellowship is preparing me for a career in fundraising through an intensive programme of training, so we're covering all aspects of fundraising, so we can really get a chance to taste everything and see what we like the most. Practical experience at our host organisations is probably the most valuable resource we have. We can try everything, we can see how it works in a real life situation, and we can take that to our jobs beyond the fellowship.
There's so many different skills which I now know you need to be able to apply for fundraising. I'm getting to work in just about every area of fundraising that there is, whether it's events, trusts and foundations, corporate support. I'm getting a grounding in every different aspect of arts fundraising.
One of the projects I've been working on is working on individual giving at Tate Liverpool. They have quite an underdeveloped individual giving scheme, so I've been doing a lot of research and database analysis in what kind of individuals have supported in the past and who we could go to in the future to raise funds. We've got an event coming up, a cultivation event, which I've initiated, where we've invited a number of the people that I identified through prospect research with the aim of recruiting a few new patrons.
One thing I found surprising and different to my expectations during the fellowship has been my experience of corporate fundraising. I've seen now that actually it's not just about engaging one or two corporate companies, it's actually about engaging whole civic and business communities in a city and kind of engage them with the narrative and story of your organisation.
So the advice that I would give to future fellows is to grasp every opportunity that you possibly can. You're introduced to new people all the time, and these are people that you can keep in touch with through the rest of your career. So if you're serious about it, I would snap up every opportunity, follow up everyone you meet with an email, and just try and keep the links there and the contacts.
Advice I'd give to future fellows would be to listen to everything said around you, so people at your organisation, at training and donors. There's some great tips that you can pick up from people, so really absorb everything throughout the year, but also bring your own ideas to the table, so don't be afraid to suggest things because they might just be taken up and taken further.